WorldAgriculture.com is here today with Rick Bergman, first chair of the Canadian Pork Council. We are talking about cool. Certainly we've covered on our site, we've covered sort of the beef impact, the beef industry impact of cool, but of course the hog industry has also been incredibly impacted by this. So maybe bring us up to speed where we're at right now, how cool has impacted the Canadian hog industry.
Sure, Lyndsey, happy to do that. So, it's had a huge impact on our hog industry here in Canada. As you might know, since 2008 is when this all occurred. And over the numerous years, the 5 years or so, it has cost our industry $2 billion in lost opportunity and so on. So, for farms that are selling market hogs, on average, that's about a $16 cut from what they should be getting. And for the producers that have, if you consider that on a sow base, it's about $2,000 a sow is what so far the cool has cost us. So it's really impacted our industry. We've got producers that were in business in 2007 and 2008 that are no longer in business. So it has, in some cases, closed doors to producers and on their farms. So it has had a very significant negative effect on our industry.
So now Canada took the cool labeling to task and went through the WTO. The WTO said, yes, Canada has a valid case here, and told the U.S. they have to sort of clean up this labeling. That change was supposed to, or is being implemented or being presented now, I guess, and it's actually worse. Is that correct? What is the proposed sort of fix?
Yes. The USDA has come up with a proposal that would really make things worse for not only Canadian producers, but U.S. producers and industry, again, that it's associated with pork production. It's going to make it more restrictive if actually this proposal goes through. And we see where there are so many that on both sides of the border are opposed to this proposal. So we hope and anticipate that at the end of the day that common sense is going to prevail. And I find it quite ironic that neighboring countries have to go through something like this. Mm-hmm. And to make things more worse, I think it's quite ironic that we have to go to Geneva, go to WTO, and try to fix our differences while we're neighbors here in North America. So it's a big challenge, and there's a lot of work that has been done, but also that needs to be done to correct this. And again, the proposal from the USDA would again make things more restrictive, which would turn things from bad to worse.
Right. So now you mentioned that this would also harm the U.S. Pork industry. So are they on? I guess my question, what sort of gets me hung up here, is that the pork industry on the U.S. side is also sort of an ally in this, and that this labeling hurts them as well, in that our industries are so connected. So what groups are pushing for this cool labeling to actually, or this cool regulation to actually become more restrictive?
Well, I don't know if anybody's pushing for it to become more restrictive, but the proposed solution that the USDA has come up with would make it more restrictive. So you talked about support in the U.S. We've got our counterparts in the United States, the Iowa pork producers, Minnesota pork producers. They've come out strongly against and opposed to the country of origin labeling. AMI, the American Meat Institute, my goodness, they're a major organization, and they themselves have come out saying that this is wrong and it's not, and it's inappropriate. Mm-hmm. So again, from my earlier comments, we really hope that the common sense does prevail, and we've got an opportunity now to fix something that is really broken, and really broken by by increasing people's costs, by running people out of business, and so it's our job and others to work on this. And I should mention that our federal government, Minister Ritz, have been great ambassadors for us and helping us in this regard and understanding that what has happened is inappropriate between these two countries, and so they're quite supportive, very supportive on this initiative of trying to fix it.
Mm-hmm. So now, what happens next?
Well, what happens next is the U.S. has till May 23rd to come in compliance to the ruling, and if they are able to do that, and they do it in an appropriate way, then our industry will start reviving itself and moving forward, looking for brighter days. Mm-hmm. If they have no appetite to correct the measure, then post May 23rd, there will be many organizations on this side of the border looking at retaliation, not necessarily wanting to, but we're forced to, because what's happened here is inappropriate and wrong, and a sense of bullying, and we as a producer organization recognize and see that, and other producer organizations as well as government recognize that as well, and they deem that inappropriate. So there's going to be some significant retaliation that'll be possible unless this gets resolved by May 23rd.
Okay. All right, Rick. Well, we're a couple weeks out from that, but not a lot of time. So we'll certainly be watching to see what comes of this, if anything. So thank you so much, Rick.
It was a pleasure, Lyndsey. Thank you.